Welcome to this edition of the Boon of Wireless podcast, coming to you as always high above the streets of northern New Jersey at A&J Media. Yes, New Jersey, where the Statue of Liberty sits in the Hudson River, located in, you guessed it, New Jersey. Andrew, have you been to the Statue of Liberty?
Yes, I have, John.
Was it a good time?
It was short.
Okay, fine. There's Andrew behind the glass as always. Okay, our guest today is Ewa Campbell, the co-founder of MVNO Nation, a unique community connecting global MVNOs with insights, innovation, and partners 365 days a year. MVNO Nation helps the sector thrive through peer-to-peer education, knowledge sharing, networking, deal-making, and investment, champion the most innovative and exciting ideas. Ewa co-founded MVNO Nation in 2021. They are a new type of community connecting global MVNOs with intelligence, innovation, and partners. They do it through a holistic offering of digital and live events, a content hub, and marketing services. So please join me in welcoming to the podcast, coming to us today from London, England, Ewa Campbell. Ewa, it is so good to see you again. We have been speaking for almost 2 years, and we finally got to meet each other face-to-face at Mobile World Congress in Barcelona. How are you today?
Oh, thank you for having me, John. I appreciate it. Very good. Thank you. It's been a very busy few months since we catch up at MWC, but yeah, doing really well.
Okay, terrific. Well, we're going to get into all that and what's on your plate coming forward for the balance of 2024. Okay, so let's start off with learning about MVNO Nation. Can you tell our audience and listeners what MVNO Nation does and who do you serve?
Sure, and I think you said it really well, in your intro. We are a global community. We connect MVNOs with knowledge and partners they need to grow. It's as simple as that. We have events, we have insights, we have a number of bespoke services that we offer to our partners, to our members. But essentially, the goal here is to, connect the community on a regular basis, initiate conversations on new strategies, on new innovations, help our members form new partnerships. And essentially, these are like the key things that are absolutely crucial for growth in the sector. So that's what we do. That's who we are.
Terrific. So looking at your profile and your background, you've done a lot of mentoring, coaching, etc. Why did you choose to work with MVNOs?
Despite serving a large and diverse customer base, MVNOs themselves are often underserved. There wasn't a 365 platform out there dedicated to the MVNO space, so we decided to step up and create one. So with our extensive knowledge, with our connections, and it's probably quite important to know that we have worked in the MVNO space before, like prior to opening the business. Like we knew from the outset that we could create a comprehensive platform where MVNOs can connect and grow. And we ourselves kind of moving from executive roles into creating our own business, really wanted to do something meaningful, something that adds real value and something that we can be proud of. So we spotted a gap in the market. We knew how to address it. And yeah, we just decided to go ahead and try to make a real difference. I would say also, something about the MVNO sector, like MVNOs, as people, are vibrant, exciting entrepreneurs. They're obsessed with their businesses. They're obsessed with the customers. And there's this sense of like similar principles in place there. So yeah, I feel really privileged to work with MVNOs and be part of this ecosystem. It's been good.
You said you found that the MVNOs were underserved by the home network operator, underserved by vendors. Who was not stepping up to the plate to serve them where you found this gap, as you said?
Yeah, so it's more about having a platform for MVNOs to connect and address challenges, discover opportunities. So think about meeting places, think about content. There wasn't a dedicated content hub for MVNOs where they can, learn about the latest business plans, innovations, see what people are doing in different continents. There really weren't opportunities for people to connect throughout the year on a regular basis, to form expansion plans, to learn new things. So it was more about creating an opportunity throughout the year for MVNOs to constantly engage, get education and providing opportunities for them to grow.
Okay, so you say that you serve the MVNOs. So who is your customer, so to speak? Give us the profile. Is it an MVNO? Is it all the pieces of the puzzle that support the MVNOs? Who is your quote unquote customer?
I mean, we're all about serving the kind of entire ecosystem around MVNOs. So this includes wholesale operators, service providers, regulators, and even recently other industries that are interested in working with MVNOs or setting up MVNOs. So for our events and for our insights, like we provide a wide range of MVNO business models. So whether you are a light MVNO, you're a full MVNO, your interest is in B2B space or B2C space, like we have insights and connections for for everyone. We also work with a wide range of partners, companies that innovate in the tech space. So they bring great solutions and opportunities for MVNOs to differentiate their positioning and their offering, which is great. And when it comes to operators, it's mainly around introducing them to like new MVNO partners. So these are the kind of core different groups of customers: MVNOs, operators, service providers, regulators. But like I said, like we're not stopping there. We're also looking into like new ways to bring partners from outside of the traditional MVNO ecosystem. So yeah, it's all about kind of creating this vibrant, connected community.
You mentioned regulators. Here we have in the United States our wonderful FCC, and there are groups that lobby, petition. Do you, as an organization, do any advocacy on behalf of your members with your regulatory boards over there, or do you get involved in that?
No, we don't get involved ourselves, John, but we do work with organizations who do that. For example, MVNO Europe is one of our like member associations that we work really closely with. We work very closely with commissioners in Africa and different countries. So we try to get them engaged, and bring regulators to our events, bring insights, but we don't ourselves represent MVNOs on their behalf. Yeah.
On your website, it says that you serve 6,000 people. How many MVNOs does that translate to?
Yeah, the 6,000 people coming from MVNO and operator companies. So these are our active members. So these are people who come to our events, they read our content, our insights, who engage with us actively throughout the year. And it's a good number considering there are about 2,000 MVNOs globally. Like we feel like we're connected to everyone across the globe. And then in addition, recently we're getting lots of interest from other sectors, from fintech, utilities, from broadband. So new sectors coming in that are interested in the MVNO space.
And it's primarily Europe. Is it in? I know we're going to talk about what's happening later next month in July in a new continent that you're going to, but is it primarily Europe and Asia, or where is the focus today?
So primarily it's Europe and the US,
Okay.
and Asia, Africa, the Middle East.
Right. Okay. All right.
So,
So 3.5 years into it, what's been the feedback overall from the MVNOs, from your partners and the vendors? Are they excited about this? Is it something that they feel if they don't involve themselves with MVNO Nation that they may be missing out? What's been the overall feedback?
I mean, the overall feedback has been really, really good. I think our testimonials speak for themselves. We have them everywhere on our website for anyone to see. I mean, the feedback is mainly around really strong content that we create for insights and for our events, and around different approach to organizing kind of deal making throughout the year and at our events that kind of provide real opportunity to make business. And we're really proud of it because they're two kind of key things that we're trying to get across. But I think it's a natural kind of result of how we engage with our community. Like we are always in touch with everyone. We do market research, we do surveys, we do one-to-one conversations, focus groups, events, training. I mean, every day we speak to our members. So I think we're trying to find the best way to serve the community, to do what is needed to grow the sector. And it just kind of truly shows that we understand what MVNOs need. It's our response to what they ask, really. And just adjust the offering.
So if I meet you on a subway or, just chatting at a party and you have a very short time to tell me about MVNO Nation, we call it the 30-second interview, elevator pitch. What do you lead with? Tell me, what do you offer the MVNO community that will resonate with me and stick with me?
So we offer opportunity to learn about the latest business models, the latest innovations in the sector, and opportunity to meet the right companies that you can partner with to expand into new markets, to expand into new regions, and also to improve your offering, to find unique solutions that will help you stand out in the marketplace. And we do it throughout the year. So whenever you're ready, we do it for online events, we do it during in-person events. You can go on our content hub when you have free time and read about the kind of latest innovations. So I think the goal for us really, when you engage with us, you get enough education, enough connections to be able to go back, look at your business plan 1 to 3 years and be able to make changes to it and be able to be connected to the right people to make it happen. That's really kind of the main objective of what we're trying to achieve.
That's great. So let's talk about your flagship event that'll be happening in November. This is the third year that you've been doing this. Talk to us about MVNO Nation Live. What was the impetus for bringing it together? And obviously, it's been incredibly successful. Let's talk about how this came to be and what you're looking for this year as your show continues to grow.
MVNO Nation Live is like a 3-day experience, or actually 4-day experience if you want to join the academy during the event. We have top-notch content, interactive sessions, workshops, lots of speed networking, closed-door partnering sessions, lots of parties, additional networking, private functions, and like I said, we also have MVNO Academy there. Yes, a very busy 3 days for our members and for our partners. With what's in store for this year, we are introducing awards. So that's a very exciting one that's coming up this year. We're doing MVNO Nation Global Awards launch. We're introducing very focused one-to-one matchmaking to make sure that we're very effective in the way we introduce MVNOs to our partners. We really, enhance getting those deals done on the day. We're expanding our exhibition. We're bringing more partners to the table, and like I mentioned earlier, we're bringing investment to our events. So if MVNOs are looking to get extra funding, they should definitely come and visit and organize meetings with the investors.
Good. I am honored, by the way, to be participating as a judge in your awards. I'm one of the 2 U.S.-based judges, the other being my good friend Alexander Sau from PWG. So yeah, very excited about that, and I'm looking forward to getting into the process with you and Ella, your co-founder, and it should be fun. Now, I also failed to mention that I am MVNO Nation's United States ambassador, and we're going to talk a little bit about what's on the horizon for MVNO Nation in the United States and North America to be. So again, being honored to be a judge, and I guess I'll have to buy a couple suits to come over to Valencia so I look like a judge. Okay, let's change gears.
I'm glad you're coming this year, John, because when you arrive, it's just such a special place. We have this like 5-star venue on the beach. It's like being on a holiday while you're getting business done, but it's very energizing and busy. So I really look forward to welcoming you this year.
Well, I'll have to not show this episode at home because my wife is already planning a side trip to Italy. So
perfect. We can advise you where to go and what to do. We love Italy.
There you go. I'll have to look into that. Anyway, let's change gears. Africa. This will be your first venture into Africa. You're attending or running an event, I should say, in Cape Town in July. Tell us, well, first of all, why Africa and why now? And I'll share with you some work that I did in Africa for MVNOs about a year and a half ago. But why Africa and why now Africa?
We have seen a lot of positive changes in the African MVNO market in recent years. If you think about Nigeria alone, awarding more than 40 MVNO licenses, we have seen really successful MVNO launches, very innovative business models coming from companies like Next Communication, Melon Mobile, and other. We have really strong connections in the region. We have a very large representation coming from Africa to our Valencia event last year. There've been a pressure coming from kind of local community, from local partners to do something in the region that's very focused, that's specifically designed for the African market and its opportunities, its challenges. So yeah, we have been very actively looking into doing something, and we feel like the time was right now. It's the right time to go, and we want to play, an important role in driving that growth forward in the region. And this event, interest in it has been phenomenal. So we feel like it's going to be a pivotal moment in making this happen.
Attendance, how many folks do you think will be attending?
So we are forecasting that we're going to have 150 people on site. And as you know, John, like our events are not open to attend, they're closed door, private, only invitation-led sort of events. So you get amazing quality of people who are there and being very selective. But we have hit all of the targets on the numbers already, and we still have a couple of weeks to go. So the interest is really high. We're very excited.
Good. And the dates of that are, if anybody wants to contact you?
It's 16th and 17th of July.
Okay, good. So about a month away, a little over five weeks away. About a year and a half ago, my company, Atrium Unlimited Consulting, was contacted by a broadband provider in Nigeria that wanted help getting them their license in Nigeria to be an MVNO. We did a 3-month project in about 3 weeks because they realized that the deadline was coming up. And we did it. It was very difficult, but we pulled people from other projects, and we, end of the day, with difficulty with time difference, with the language barrier, but we did what we did, and they received a license. So we were very happy about that. I read last week, though, and I don't know if we want to get too deep in this or not, but I read last week that the Communications Commission in Nigeria kind of put a hold on everything. Can you give some insight on that? Do you know what happened there or not?
This is an expected move. And I do think that Nigerian commissioner attended our event in Valencia, and they kind of mentioned that they released, though, licenses out there and are waiting for the development of those. So the kind of natural way of let's see how these companies progress with their launches before we release more licenses. So there's nothing to do with, there are even more barriers, it's even more difficult. It's like they're kind of awaiting for the current companies to evolve, launch, progress. It's nothing more than that, really.
Okay. All right. So good. All right. So looking forward to that. You just ran an eSIM virtual forum that I powered through the 2+ hours to learn everything you need to know about eSIMs. What was the response to that? I thought the gentleman was very knowledgeable. I learned a lot. eSIM is here. It's not going away. And obviously, as new handsets come out, I think the last iPhone did not have a eSIM was the 12, and everything now, they don't even have a slot for a physical SIM. What was the response to that forum?
Well, I would say that it's not a new topic by all means, but there have been some exciting developments happening right now. So, the new eSIM travel MVNOs launching, very exciting topic. New eSIM IoT specifications that reshaping the ecosystem. So definitely lots of excitement. I mean, we had nearly 1,000 registrations for this event. And as soon as we released the on-demand version, the kind of downloads for it are flying in. So it's a really good topic, and there's lots of inquiries about doing more on it. And facilitating the kind of meeting schedule. I think it's an amazing topic, and we're going to continue discussing eSIM at our live events, and maybe perhaps do something more specific going forward on our content hub. Just more of it.
You have to push the time out. It's very difficult to get up at 4 a.m. U.S. time and watch that. So I'm glad that you you sent out the recording. I could do it and start and stop as need be.
It's quite difficult to power through the 2 hours, like you said, to watch the recording, but we always produce post-event white papers with kind of key takeaways, so then you can like power through that quickly and then refer to
Right.
sessions that are like of most
Oh,
interest.
good. Okay, excellent. You mentioned a few minutes ago about Amigos Venture Capital and their investment. What type of investment will Amigos Venture Capital be doing, and to whom? Meaning, are they going to be investing in MVNO Nation? Are they going to be investing in your partners? Well, how do you see that playing out?
So we're very excited about this latest collaboration with Amigos Venture Capital. They're an investment company specializing in seed and Series A capital. They're backed by Swedish investors, and what is super exciting, they're specializing in the telco and fintech space, and specifically in the MVNO industry. So they're looking out for aspiring MVNOs, new MVNOs looking to get funding to develop their businesses faster and further. So they will be coming to our events. They'll be joining our online events, our in-person events. There will be lots of opportunities to meet with them, to pitch to them, and show them business plans to get extra funding. They're coming to Cape Town event next month. We're very excited about bringing capital. It's the missing link in the full offering, because we know we can present the strategies, we can bring the right partners, but how can we help with funding? And fundamentally, when we started collaborating and discussing this partnership, we were just highly excited that we can now provide this kind of full spectrum opportunity for MVNOs when they come to our events. So very exciting about making this happen.
Congratulations on that, and closing the loop on that last piece. Okay, so let's go back when you founded MVNO Nation 3 years ago with Ella Left Hook. What were your expectations?
We're looking to create this one-stop shop for all things MVNOs, and grow a very strong, engaged community. So we wanted to kind of build this lasting relationships with MVNOs and partners, and together like drive this industry forward and make a difference.
And any surprises along the way? Obviously, yet plans are made. You have to pivot. What was the big? I wish we had thought about that a year ago, or wow, look at this other opportunity. What was kind of your ahas along the way on this journey?
I mean, we kind of knew the sector already when we were entering, and before we opened the business, we had hundreds and hundreds of calls. So we kind of felt like that the standard offering that we're going with was really strong and relevant. And then along the way, we're a small business. We innovate, we adapt quickly. We talk to our members. We change. We kind of introduce new initiatives. Every 6 months, there's something new happening in response, like what is needed. So it's been a very innovative journey. And I would say that personally for me, I would never imagine that I can grow so closely with an industry. Like, we get to know our members really well, their businesses. We cheer for them. We meet them. We learn year on year how they progress, the successes they have, and I don't know. It's just really fulfilling. It gives us a real sense of purpose, and it's just a joy.
Excellent. Well, congratulations. Let me ask the $1,000,000 question. As your ambassador in the United States to MVNO Nation, when are you bringing the organization to the United States?
You always ask me this question, Jon.
Well, you teased me 2 years ago when you said you're going to be coming to Miami or wherever it was going to be. But I mean, what you've done over there is phenomenal, and I don't think we have an advocacy group for all the things that we've discussed today for the MVNOs. And we have different things. I obviously, fly the flag for the MVNOs and all the support systems that go into it and guide people how to successfully, I hope, get into the MVNO business. But is it on the roadmap to start doing some things over here?
Yeah, we collaborate with organizations in the US, and we've got an online event in the pipeline, laser focused
Okay.
on the US market. So let's see how it goes and what follows that event. And I
Okay.
would say it looks exciting, the market opportunities and discussions. So I would watch the space definitely.
Okay, good. Well, I look forward to hosting that with you here in the United
Absolutely, you'd be
States.
first to know,
Uh,
John.
there you go. All right. So, fantastic success, continued success to you and your team. I'm hearing about MVNO Nation for the first time. How do I contact you? How do I join? Is there a fee to join?
Our content is free of charge to for everyone. Our events are free of charge to MVNOs should they wish to attend. You can subscribe to our newsletter. That's the best way to join. You subscribe to the newsletter, and we keep you posted on our content developments, on insights, on our events. And yeah, if you're interested in anything specific, just reach out to me or anyone from the team on LinkedIn. Send us a message. We have a chat on the website. We're very happy to hear from everyone in the industry.
And your website that we're going to put on the screen right now is
It's MVNONation.com.
envnonation.com. And as my grown children tell me, Dad, you don't have to put www in it. It's just envnonation.com. Well, Ewa, it's been a pleasure. I've been chasing you for about a year. Not a year. We just started the podcast in February, but it was a pleasure having you on today and opening our eyes as the MVNO community to what MVNO Nation can provide and create and collaborate within the community. And I just think it's a wonderful thing that you and your folks are doing over there. And I have to tell you that I'm personally looking forward to attending MVNO Nation Live in Valencia in November. And we do have some good shows here coming up in the U.S. as well. In August, we have a very large one that's kind of become the go-to show. If you want to go to Las Vegas in August, it's a nice balmy weather out there. And that's the All Wireless and Prepaid Expo, which could give you a really good flavor for what we're doing over here in the U.S. But thank you for coming on the podcast today.
Thank you for having me, John. Thank you.
Okay, it was a pleasure. And so, Ewa Campbell, MVNO Nation, we will see you in a few months live, if not sooner. That'll wrap up another episode of the Boon of Wireless. We will see you next time.